Okay, the craziest thing just happened to me, so I'm going to tell the story and post it on social media. Um, I've never done this before. I was at a coffee shop on Greenwich Street, the one where they have your beans in a tube. You order your drink, and then the beans come from a tube to the grinder, like individually, and it grinds. So I'm in that one, if you know it. There's a barista island. On this island, there are two seats next to each other, literally. One is here, the next is here, and there's two stools. Two strangers would never sit there. I mean, they would, but they wouldn't. You know what I mean? So I'm on my phone, drinking my coffee. This girl comes in. She opens up her MacBook Air and puts it right here. Right here. And I'm like, okay, maybe she's just gonna order her drink, from the barista thing, which is right over here. It's right next to the seat. No. She sits down next to me. Literally right next, elbow to elbow, elbow to elbow. She's like this, I'm like this. It's in my personal space. I look around. Maybe this is the only seat with a plug. No, there's a plug under that space. Maybe it's the only seat, the only counter seat that she likes. No, because those counter seats are over there on the window, and they have plugs. Maybe she just doesn't like the cushioned little square chairs that they have with outlets under them. So it's not about the outlets. It's not about the height of the countertop. There are four other people in this coffee shop. There's one person at the row of four counter seats. There's one person out of the five individual seating booths with plugs. And there's three two-person booths on the back wall, two of which are occupied. There are thousands of seats in this cafe. I turn to her like this. So the lamp, it's like this is how close she was. That lamp is as close as she was. I said, can I ask you a question? And she had an earplug in. And she said, what? She said, what? And I said, can I ask you a question? She went, yeah. And I said, why did you sit here? And she said, because I like this seat. And I thought she was going to be like, yeah, I know it's weird, it's tight. Sorry, I have to be here, whatever. And then I would have been like, okay, I get it. But she just likes the seat. So I'm like, okay, just a little cuckoo. So I get on my phone and I'm like, she gets on her phone and is like, hello? I'm here. She's here. I look at her like she's crazy. I go like this. She's on the phone. She's like, oh my God, this guy, I'm in this coffee shop and this guy is staring at me like I'm crazy. And I said, well, that's because you're on your phone 1 foot from my face. And she said, oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah, I get out my camera because I can't even believe this is happening. I'm like, I'm going to capture this and share it. So I'm like, get some photos. No, get some video. So I get my video camera out, my little iPhone, horizontal, landscape mode. Oh my God, he's filming me. Oh my God, stop filming me. Stop filming me.
And he's taking a picture of me. Excuse me, can you stop him from taking a picture?
She hangs up the phone. She calls the police. She called the police. And I am like, yes. Hi, I'm being harassed in a coffee shop. Yes, 70 Greenwich Street. White male. A bluish shirt. Yeah. Blonde. And I'm like, you want me to hand me the phone. I can talk to the police and tell them what's going on, because this is crazy. I look at the barista who has been watching this whole thing. We've been kind of giving each other eye contact back and forth. You know that I know what you're saying. This is crazy thing. But at this point, the barista kind of like gets cool and is like, And I'm going to add this part in because I forgot to say it. When she was on the phone with the police, she said, and he's filming me and he's going to post it to social media or something. And at that point, I was like, is this am I on a TV show? Am I on What Would You Do with John Quinones on ABC Primetime? But no, this is not New Jersey where there are no secret videotaping laws. This is New York City where there are you can't videotape me laws. So at that point, I'm like, maybe I should delete the video from my phone before the police come. No, I want to keep the video so people can see how close to me she was and what she was doing. It's only like a 7-second video, but hopefully I will add it in here too. So you can see what was going on.
And he's taking a picture of me. Excuse me, can you stop him from taking a picture? And he's taking a picture of me. Excuse me, can you stop him from taking a picture?
I can't even believe this happened. And then my adrenaline was like pumping because I'm like, I'm going to have to deal with the police. Is this crazy woman going to send me to jail? And so I'm like, okay, I'll just sit this out because I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen at this point. Because I'm not going to jail over this crazy woman. And the manager from the barista place comes back. He hadn't seen any of this. And I said, I'm sorry, but this woman has just called the police on me. And he was like, what's going on? And I said, I have no idea. And he said, well, it seems like there's some sort of a conflict we need to resolve. And I said, this is what happened. I've been sitting here. You saw me earlier. She sits down right next to me in an empty coffee shop. And I asked her why she sat here. She said she likes the seat. And then she proceeds to get on her phone. This is kind of the boring part because I'm retelling what I already told you to the barista. And she starts talking on her phone a foot from my face. And I look at her like she's crazy because she is. And then she calls the police on me. And he says, well, it sounds like this is something that needs to be resolved outside. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Because he didn't even hear me. I'm like, am I deluded? Am I in an alternate reality? Maybe I'm really crazy. And the fact that I'm putting this video up is indicative of a deeper symptomatic psychosis. And she was like, yes, I do think it should be taken out on the street. And I'm like, I am not going to fucking look at your face again, especially on the street.
And he's taking a picture of me. Excuse me, can you stop him from taking a picture?
So he says, I think you need to leave. She was like, fine, but I'm not leaving unless he's leaving. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I leave. And I walk away. And I think the cops are going to come chase me down, so I just keep walking. Her name was Stephanie. She wore earplugs. She's nutty. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was very bizarre. The end.